sensations. So just a few minutes here of these movements in our body, matching it with breath to the best of our ability. I'm going to turn this off so it doesn't make a noise. And just flowing, and just being in this moment and just sharing. So I'm going to begin by coming to a seated position, maybe coming to bound eagle. Just breathing here, tuning in to this moment. Breath. Can also place some blocks beneath the knees. Take a few deep breaths here. See if it change here. highlight this version of upward dog and then downward dog. Inhale, exhale. Walk my feet to my hands and slowly come to that standing position. Circle or the shoulders. Now the arms. I feel like I wanted to say both things at the same time. Little back bend. Just really going off of what I feel in this moment. So pressing the hips forward. And forward fold. You can let the hands hang down or you can grab the elbows. Kind of alternate that knee bend and come from side to side. Nice deep breaths. Roll up. And I'm gonna come into a warrior one. Practice that humble warrior, which is a little challenging for me, but just practicing, being in this moment. So coming into that warrior one, my left knee is bent, trying to have my back foot all on the floor, and my foot is rotated kind of like a diagonal. Widening my feet to where it feels comfortable, where my ribs are facing forward. Practicing warrior one. I feel like I need a bigger mat. Bringing the shoulders down. side and see what that feels like. Love this song. So stepping back with the left leg, finding that right position, turning my ribs to face forward, widening the stance. Smiling here. And then I'm gonna see what it feels like to drop down on this side. What it feels like to have my arms trying to come up behind. And then practicing coming in and out of that. Just gonna bring my arms behind, bend and fold. And using the front leg to push me up. Try to keep that knee bent. Again, this is just practicing in my own body. And seeing what it feels like. Coming out of that. I'm gonna come into eagle. So I'm gonna bring my right leg around over my left, and we can kickstand the foot here or try to wrap it as best as we can. Of course, we can hold on to something if we need to, or we can try to do this with the arms as well. Pull the arms away, up. Woo. That balance. I'm gonna try again. I find it especially hard when I can't look at something. Let me try looking at a different area to focus on. Take a nice deep breath. We want to make this dynamic. We can practice coming in and out of this. Woo! And that takes a lot of balance. Let's try the other side. We can sit here. We'll practice coming in and out of this. Now, usually my right foot is harder for balance. But in this moment, maybe it's the way my left leg is positioned. I don't know. Seems a little easier than the left leg was. Shake that out. Check my oven. It's about to beep. All right. I think from here I'm gonna go into my moon salutations. So let's bring this. Yes, let's go into the moon salutations. affirmations for this evening. Solution for this moment. Moon salutation. Me being me in my time, sharing myself. Let's step to the right for our goddess pose, the best that we can in this moment. Very hard to tell. The camera is far away. The mirror doesn't show me my whole me. So just really trying to be wide here with my feet pointing outwards as best as I can. Coming for that triangle pose. Again, this is where we can use blocks if we need them. Turn for that pyramid pose, and I like to do both. So I like to do this way with my foot still facing the other direction, and then I like to kind of rotate my foot so that they're both pointing forward, and then fold in that position. Coming down to a low lunge. Again, we could use the blocks here if we want. We can bring the arms up. We can invite a nice gentle twist. Really do what feels good. Practicing this beautiful pose right here, staying balanced on the toes, and also practicing bringing the foot flat, which is a little easier on the right for me. Coming to the opposite side, practicing that balance, the left toes. My foot flat on the left is definitely more challenging. Definitely have to lean a bit more forward. Feel like I have to be more careful on this side. Coming for my low lunge on the left. Little gentle twist. Left side is a little harder to come into this straight leg. So here we are in pyramid pose with the legs straight, folding over. Again, I like to practice with my back toes facing to the side as well. And then gently turning and opening up for that pyramid pose. Bending the legs, the knees, the legs, coming for that goddess pose. Now stepping the left foot over to the right side, nice side bend towards the left and to the right. And then we just repeat the moves on the opposite side. Bend to the left, to the right, and to the left, sorry. Open up to the left for the goddess pose. Coming down as best as we can, opening up. Dynamic movements if we wish. triangle on the left. Open up. Fold it over. Rotate that back foot, face forward. Come in for our little lunge. Yes, a twist. And then coming over for that balancing on the left toes. Trying to get the foot flat. Might have to come up a little higher. And right toes balancing. And just practicing these moves. Bringing the foot flat because I definitely could not do this before. And of course, practicing, you stretch a little bit more here and there, and you'll get it. Twist. And really just doing the best that you can in your body is the best thing ever. Makes you feel happier, more motivated, opening up here. Goddess. And then coming back over to the left where we started, bending to the right and to the left. And from here, I'm going to come down to the mat. Get a few more poses in to end this beautiful practice session. I'm going to come for Sphinx pose. Tops of the feet in the mat. Forearms and fingers nice and open. Spread out. You can even practice a half locust pose here. Lifting the thighs off the mat. Very challenging for me. I'm going to try one more time. Leaving my head resting on my hands. I'm going to reach back for a child's pose after that one. And we gotta do fish pose for our Pisces moon. So different variations as well of this. You can also place a block or some cushion beneath you. Kind of come to my forearms. Bring that arch to my back. Bringing my head to the mat. Opening my neck to the ceiling. Just take a few breaths here. to your Savasana this way, resting on the mat with your palms face up, arms at your side. Or like I said, up against the wall is really, really great and relaxing. And I'm gonna end the video here. Wishing you love and light. And as usual, just sharing myself as I am, or what my intentions are, and encouraging others to do the same, to just be within your authentic self, your being, and love yourself and accept yourself as you are in this moment, and aiming for improvement in doing that daily.